How many of you tried, guys? How many of you tried installing SQL Server? I have already uploaded that video also in the YouTube under batch 50 playlist. Okay, please go through it. And one more request. Okay, so in case if the video is like getting late, okay, so you can follow either batch 48 or batch 49 playlist. Okay, so sometimes it will be delayed. So instead of waiting for that video, what you can do is same channel, go, you can see the old playlists, batch 48 or batch 49. You can go to any playlist. Okay, there you can see the same concept will be there, even names also will be there. Okay, so there you can see the names and all. You can just go through the topic. Okay, so don't wait for that video. So just go to the previous playlist and you can watch it. Okay, right, fine. So who are all installed, guys? Harati very good, Yugandhar good, Soyad very good, and Yugandhar, yeah. Okay, so please install SQL Server, guys. Installation of SQL Server is very easy. So next finish only, install only, but you should know each and every terminology, what is the use and all. Why? Because in the interviews they will ask, okay, what and all components you will select, what and all features you will select while installing SQL Server, what is the process of installing SQL Server, what is meant by service account, how many authentication types are there, how many authentication modes are there, what and all okay precautions that you will take before installing SQL Server. These are all some common questions you are going to face for SQL Server installations, guys. How can I see the menu bar from the VM? It disappear, but I managed to create VM. Not sure, Abhi, what you are asking exactly. You are asking about this Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Abhi?
Yes.
Yes, your video is started. Let me stop your video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, done. So, yes, tell me, Abhi.
Okay, can you hear me now, Mr.
Yeah,
Shamit?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so on my virtual machine, I cannot see the menu bar.
Which one? Like this? You're asking about this one?
No, on the VM itself.
In the VM, what kind of menu bar you can see?
Yes, the menu
Can you
bar.
can you share your screen once? Let me check. Let me give you the access. Okay. Let me stop sharing. Uh, and let me give you the access. Yeah, you can share your screen, Abhi.
Let's see. Let's share. Okay, here we go. Share.
So yeah, there is no difference. I told you yesterday itself. Okay, so like if you know the installation of one SQL Server version, then there is no big difference. Okay, so did you see any major difference between 2022 and 2019? I hope you watched that video. Okay, so as it is same only, so there is no big difference between your SQL 2019 installation and 2022 installation. Almost both are same. 99% both are same. Why? Because they are nearby versions, right? So there is no big difference. Yes, Abhi, please share your screen. Still, I cannot see your screen.
Okay.
Just
Let's
click
see.
on share button. There is a option called share screen, and you can
Okay.
choose. Yeah, I can see now it's loading. Yeah, click cancel. So when you shut down the VM suddenly, you will get this shutdown tracker. Okay, so you can cancel that one. Yeah, so what you want to see, Abhi? what
Uh-huh.
menu what menu you want to see? This is called server manager. You can minimize the
On.
server manager. You can minimize the server manager in the server
Okay.
itself. No. Open the server.
I'm sorry.
Open the server, the last icon on
Okay.
server. Yeah, that one. Okay, you can see, right, in small window you can see, right, you can see the minimize bar and maximize bar and close button you can see, right?
Right here.
No, not there.
Uh,
On top right corner. Top right corner. Yes, you can see a
okay.
flag symbol, right? Flag. Yes, correct. Correct. You can minimize it. The one just now, yeah. This is the one you're asking, Abhi?
It's gonna be right here. It says batch 15
Yes, batch 50.
running Oracle VirtualBox, and on this side there was a
Okay,
menu.
okay, got it. Okay, so you're unable to see that menu bar. Okay, it should be there. You can see that one. Let me try accessing your machine. Okay, so just click yes, approve this. Okay, now let me try checking why you're unable to see that one. Which version you installed?
Uh,
Is it 7.0?
no, 6.144. The one it says.
Okay, you should be able to see that option. Why you're not getting that menu bar and all? I have to check this one. Still, it's not opening.
I think because of the the keyboard, the keyboard key, uh, the control C, something like that.
Yes. So this is the first time you are facing this issue, or earlier also same issue?
It is the first time actually.
Okay, do one thing. Okay, just restart it. Might be it will help you. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, just restart it. Okay, so you can see that option. If not, we'll connect and we'll discuss that one. Okay.
okay, no problem.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me start the VM. Right. So in the last class we discussed about the SQL Server installations and all, right? So let's go for a small quiz, guys. Okay, in between the machine will start. Okay, so let me create a small quiz for you. Polls and create, and let me choose the quiz option. It is still loading.
Shamu,
Yes, yes, please.
batch 49, all the video you uploaded,
No, no, no,
only separate,
no, no.
some videos only uploaded.
Yes, yes, yes. No
Okay,
batch. Okay, I don't upload any complete batch. You can see lot of batches in that channel, but still in any batch you don't see complete videos. Only 20 to 25% I'll upload it in the YouTube. Remaining 75% I'll directly share, okay, with your Gmail ID.
Okay,
So you
okay,
can
okay.
see in your Google Drive. Okay, so let me create the quiz, guys. I'm creating a quiz. Just give me 5 minutes, huh?
Hello.
Yes, yes. I'm there. I'm there. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm preparing the questionnaire. Okay.
నాలుగే
Right. Okay. Questions are ready. Fine. Okay, save, and I'm going to launch this. Okay, so you can see the questions on your screen, guys. Okay, so you can start answering the questions. You can see 6 questions on your, guys. Can you see questions on your screen? Okay, done. You can start answering. Can anyone take a photo and send it to me? I cannot see how you people can see. I cannot see the visibility of these questions. Just send me a photo to my WhatsApp. Okay, I'll just check how it is. Anyone. Only one person answered till now. Guys, can you see quiz on your screen?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, 23 people answered, so still 4 more people has to answer the questions. Yes, please complete it early so that we can start discussing the things. Yes. 792620, 792620, who is that? 792620. Please let me know your name, I'll rename it for you.
This is Akshay.
Akshay, okay. Thank you, Akshay. I'm going to
Thanks.
rename it. Okay, done.
This is Nini. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Nina, I can hear you.
Okay. Did you want us to send the answers to you?
No, not really. You are already answered, right?
On the poll? Yes.
Yeah. Poll is enough. I just want to check how it is, the visibility. I just want to see, that's it.
Like, okay, generally as a class?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, done. Okay, so let's close the poll. I'm going to close the poll, guys. One person not yet answered. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll. You cannot answer now. So let me share the results. And how many instances we can install in a Windows machine? So 72% answered 50 instances is the correct answer. So 4 people answered 49, 2 people answered 1 instance, and 1 person answered 51 instances, which is wrong answer. Okay, I'm not sure whether I can see the people. I can only see the overall result. You cannot see those who answered correct answers and all. Okay, fine. I'll check that one later. So what is the main component in SQL Server software? Okay, so database engine is the main component. Okay, so remaining all are like shared components kind of thing, but database engine. So 83% answered, means 20 people answered correctly. 2 people selected SQL client tools. Okay, the wrong answer. 1 person selected antivirus software, wrong answer. 1 person selected OLEDB drivers, wrong answer. Okay, one SQL Server copy is called, okay, and Windows Server SQL instance, yes, 23 people answered correct answer. SQL instance 92% correct answer. 1 person Windows Server, another person application server, both are wrong answers. In which file we can see, we can check the SQL Server installation logs. Okay, summary.txt 11 people answered, means 44%. SQL logs, generally summary.txt is the correct answer, guys. So once you installed SQL Server, then you can see SQL logs, right? When you install SQL Server completely, then only you can see SQL logs. Okay, so summary.txt is the correct answer. Okay, right. So what is service account? Service account is an account which will help you to run the service. Okay, to run the server. So the fourth answer is the correct answer. Almost 96% answered, guys. Very good. So what is the default collection settings for SQL Server? So Chinese, 1 person answered Chinese. Okay, and remaining all 23 people answered, okay, SQL Latin 1 General CP1 CIAS, which is the correct answer. Okay, the default collection setting is SQL Latin 1 General CP1 CIAS is the correct answer, guys. Very happy, 96 people answered. Okay, so that's fine, guys. Okay, let's get into the discussion. So in the yes, please.
I'm sorry, what's the first, the answer? It has to be 49, right?
No, 50
50.
instances completely. You can install 50 instances. 49 plus 1. 49 plus
I thought
1.
that the one, the first instance is going to be called for.
The default instance. First
Okay.
instance is called default instance. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean,
Yes, Nini.
what's the answer for water service account?
Service account is an account which will help you to run the service or server.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Done? Okay. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions we have to discuss? Let me share the results. So I'm sharing the results. Just send me one more screenshot how you can see the results and all. Okay. Just want to see how you are able to see the results. Anyone is enough. Okay. Just a screenshot how you people are able to see the results. Okay. Fine. So now what we can do, let me log into this machine and let me check the IP address, and then we'll connect to this server remotely. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Yugandhar. And let me connect to the server remotely. First, I'll check the IP address, guys. Then I'll connect to the server remotely. So today we'll discuss, okay, post installation. Okay, so today we'll discuss about the post installation, guys. Okay, like after installation, what and all things we have to do. These things will be discussed. Okay. So let me check the IP address of this machine. Right. mostly same IP address will be there as I'm connecting regularly. So 99% same IP address will be there. IP config, yeah, same IP address. So if you want to add a remote desktop on your taskbar, okay, if you want to add remote desktop, every time I'm not opening MSTSC or I'm not searching for remote desktop. So I just added it on my taskbar as a shortcut. For that, what you have to do, guys, simple, very simple. Right click, just type remote desktop first. So you'll get the remote desktop option. Okay, just type remote desktop. Right, it is taking time. Yeah, right click. Okay, so you can pin to start bar. You can do, you can, here I just already pinned to taskbar, right? This is called taskbar. So I already pinned to taskbar, so you can see unpin option. For you, you can see pin to taskbar option, pin to taskbar. So if you select that pin to taskbar, always it will be on the taskbar only. No need to again type MSTSC regularly. Directly you can just click on that particular icon and you can start connecting to the servers, guys. Right, okay, so someone asked the question in the chat, in the WhatsApp. I forgot about that question, not sure. What is the question? Right, so I asked you to enable virtualization settings before installing VirtualBox. So if you don't enable virtualization settings, what will happen when you're creating a new machine? Okay, generally if you enable it, you can see 32-bit and 64-bit combination you can see. If you don't see, you can only see 32-bit machines, you don't see 64-bit machines. 32-bit machines means very old servers. Okay, now we are not using 32-bit machines. So what you have to do, guys, before installing Oracle VirtualBox, if you are able to see only 32-bit machines in this drop down, that means Oracle VirtualBox is not enabled in your laptop. Enable the Oracle VirtualBox so that, enable the virtualization settings from your boot menu so that you can see 64-bit machines also. Okay, this is important, right? So don't forget this one, guys. So you have to enable the virtualization settings in the boot menu. So we have already discussed how to enable the virtualization settings from the boot menu. So you have to restart your server, you have to restart your laptop, and then you have to press the boot key, either F2 or F9 or F10 or F11. Boot key will be there before restarting, before getting the screen itself. You have to press the boot key. So then it will go to boot settings. There in the advanced options or in the configuration options, okay, so you can see the virtualization settings. So you have to enable it and you can press there. Generally your cursor won't work, so you have to use up arrow, down arrow, arrow keys only. And once you enable that setting, then you can see all 32-bit and 64-bit machines also. Right, so once you installed SQL Server, the immediate thing that you have to do is you have to install client. So what is this client? What is the use of this client, guys? Very simple. If you want to connect to any database, you cannot directly connect, right? Like in between one application will be there. Application is the face of the database. You cannot directly connect to any database, guys. Okay, application will be there through application only. For example, you want to send money, so using PhonePe application, you cannot directly connect to PhonePe database and you are going to send money, right? There is an application will be installed in your device. Using that application, you will send it. So even though you are doing the transaction using that application, but still the data won't be stored in the application. The data, every data will be stored in the backend database. Okay, so application will act as an interface between user and the database. In the same way, I installed SQL Server in my server Windows machine. So now I want to connect to that SQL Server. So that is a database software. How can I connect? What is the face of the database? Which application I'll use to connect? That application is called client. Client is one application which will help you, one application which will help you to connect to the servers, to connect to the databases, okay, to the database server or SQL server. So what is the client name that we will use, guys, to connect to the SQL server? What is the client that we will use to connect to the SQL server? Can anyone tell me?
SSMS tool.
Yes, very good. Okay, SSMS tool. So SSMS, we can call it as a tool or we can call it as a client. Everything, okay, both all are same. Tool or client or application, all are same only, guys. Or interface. So SSMS is a tool. So using this tool, we should be able to connect to the SQL server. Without this tool, is it possible to connect to the SQL server without SSMS? Quick question. You can try.
No.
Not
No.
possible?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Right. Without SSMS. I am asking without SSMS. I am not asking without client.
No.
Okay, done. So we can connect to SQL servers using two tools. One is your SSMS. Second one is your, can anyone tell me? What is the other tool we will use to connect to the SQL server?
SSIS?
No. That is different. That is different. Not SSIS. SSIS
Okay.
is a different component. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone, can anyone try, guys?
GUI?
GUI. So
Windows server?
no, Windows Server is different. So using Windows Server, are you able to connect to SQL Server on? No, right? You can install SQL Server on Windows Server. But to connect to that SQL Server, we will use one tool. Either SSMS we can use or SQL CMD, command prompt. Command prompt. Using command prompt also we can connect to the SQL Server. Command prompt means CUI. Okay, only commands you have to run. But SSMS means GUI. You can run commands as well as you can use graphical user interface also, like without having any commands you can use, you can connect to the SQL servers and all, you can work with the SQL servers. Okay, so we'll use two tools to connect to the SQL server. One is SSMS, which is GUI mode, and another one is CUI mode. GUI means GUI, sorry. SSMS is a GUI mode. SQL CMD, command prompt. CUI, command user interface. GUI, graphical user interface. CUI, command user interface. Okay, so we don't discuss. I'll show you, okay, on one day. Why? Because no one will use SQL command. We came to database as there is no coding, right? Again, who will remember all the coding and all? Okay, so I'll just show you how to connect and all using SQL CMD. Sometimes there is a situation that SSMS don't work, so in that case you have to use SQL CMD. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. So now our next step will be installing a client. So we have to install SSMS. Without SSMS, we cannot connect to SQL Server. So first we'll discuss how to install SSMS. Then we'll discuss something about SSMS. What is this SSMS and all? So SSMS means SQL Server Management Studio. Okay. Using this tool, I can connect to the SQL Server. So this is a free tool, guys. Free tool. We can download it from Google. It's for free. No need to pay anything. It's completely free, guys. Right? So before SQL Server 2016, before SQL Server 2016, SSMS is inbuilt feature. Okay, SSMS is inbuilt feature. So while installing SQL servers, we'll select the components, right? We'll select the components, right? SQL database engine, replication, full text. So there we use it to have one option called management tools. Management tools. So there we can see if you select management tools, automatically SSMS is used to install when before SQL Server 2016 version and all, like 2005, 2008, 8R2. So if you install SQL Server 2005, 8, 8 or to 12, 14, no need to install SSMS separately. But from 2016 onwards, SSMS is separated. So you have to download SSMS separately and you have to install again. From when, guys? From SQL Server 2016 onwards. Up to 2016, like up to 2014, SSMS is an inbuilt tool. While installing SQL Server, if you choose management tools option, automatically SSMS will be installed. I have a quick question for all of you. Yesterday, while installing components, we have seen specific components and shared components, right? In the specific components database engine replication full text components we have selected. So my question is, during installation, I forgot to select one component for one instance. During installation, I forgot to select one component for that particular instance. Now, after installation, can I add the missing component to the existing instance? Is it going to allow us?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I believe you can. You can go back and say
Yesterday,
it.
no one asked this question. Generally, in each batch, someone will ask. But yesterday, no one asked this question. In case if I missed any of the features for a specific instance, later, is it possible to install, guys? Just guess it, yes or no, no problem. We have that common formula, right? Inky, pinky, ponky. So just guess it. Yes or no? You can tell your answers. No need to type your answers. I'm not seeing the chart.
Yes,
No?
we can install.
We can.
Very good. Okay, so the answer is yes, we can install. So if you miss any component, later also you can install. Okay, so not an issue. So up to 2014, SSMS is inbuilt with the installation. No need to install separately. But from 2016 onwards, SSMS is separated. After SQL Server installation, again you have to install SSMS also. So how to download SSMS? So very simple. Go to Google. Okay, so simply what you can do, type SSMS download, that's it. So like how SQL Server is having versions, in the same way SSMS is also having versions, guys. So this is the first link, download SQL Server Management Studio. You can open this link. Okay, so very simple, guys. Here what you can do, so you can see free download for SQL Server Management Studio. Just click on this link, immediately SSMS will be downloaded, guys. Okay, just click on this link, automatically SSMS will be downloaded. It might ask you to choose the language settings, that's it. It's already started. You can see here, guys. So 629 MB. Sometimes interviews are very tricky, guys. Sometimes interviews are very tricky. They will ask what is the SQL Server software size, what is SSMS software size, what is service pack size, file size, what is cumulative update file size. Sometimes you will get this kind of tricky questions also. So generally SQL Server software size will be anywhere between 1 GB to 1.5 GB, guys. Okay, the latest versions 2019, 2017, 2019, 2022, the software size will be in between 1 GB to 1.5 GB file will be there, size will be there. If SSMS, if they are asking about SSMS size, generally it will be 500 MB to 800 MB. Okay, 500 MB to 800. We cannot remember these values. Okay, we can roughly tell 500 to 800 MB is the reasonable. Why? Because suddenly I just want to check whether you put an experience of around 4 years, 5 years. Okay, you are working as a SQL DBA since 5 years. In your 5 years experience, you might have installed lot of SQL servers, right? You might have installed lot of SQL servers. At least 20-30 times you installed SQL servers. So while installing SQL servers, you are the person that you have to copy the files. While installing SSMS, you are the person that you have to copy the files. So 20-30 times you are installing means while copying, you will see, right, what is the file size, how much time it is taking and all. So we can easily remember a rough value, those who have real-time experience. But if you don't have real-time experience and if you are simply claiming that I have 5 years of experience, just to check whether you are really a real-time experienced person or not, they will ask you what is SSMS file size, what is SQL Server file size, like this kind of tricky questions they will ask. So SQL Server software size will be generally 1 GB to 1.5 GB, and SSMS software size will be 500 MB to 800 MB. And in case if they are asking about service packs and all, I'll tell you what is service pack in the patching class. I'll tell you service pack, cumulative updates, major updates, minor updates. So major updates generally 1 GB kind of size will be there, minor updates 500 MB, 600 MB kind of. Okay. So if you don't know this, what happened if I suddenly ask you, hey, what is the SQL Server size? So you'll randomly tell one number like 5 GB, 10 GB. So no SQL Server software will be 5 GB size, guys. No SSMS will be 5 GB size. Okay, so you should know at least what kind of reasonable answer I can say. You should know this value, guys. Okay, so that's why try to remember this, not regularly, guys. Very rarely out of 100 interviews, 1 or 2 people will ask like this. Okay, so make sure try to remember the file sizes also. Okay, while practicing, try remembering these file sizes and all. Sometimes it will help you, guys. Okay, just give me a minute, it is taking time, 3 more minutes to install. Once SSMS is downloaded, so you can copy this SSMS file directly to the server. Okay, so those who are not able to use RDP, for them I'll give you the same SSMS software, guys. This SSMS you can download it from your software links also. I have already shared software links, right? So what you people have to do, SSMS ISO image file will be there. Okay, SSMS ISO image file will be there. So what you can do, from your softwares list that I have shared, download this SSMS ISO. So if ISO is downloaded, you can simply attach from this settings, right? Go to settings, go to storage and select this file, and instead of SQL Server, simply you are going to attach ssms.iso. That's it. Okay, so like this it will be ssms.iso, like this it will be, you will double click on it, automatically SSMS will be attached, guys. Okay, so those, like now I am going to copy the software from local laptop to remote server. Why? Because I connected to the server remotely, so I am able to copy from local laptop to the server. But if you don't connect using RDP, you cannot copy, guys. Softwares and all you cannot copy. So that's why I gave you an option to attach the SSMS ISO image so that you can easily install the Management Studio without having any issues. Okay, so just give me a minute. Once this is done, I'll copy the software. It's almost done. Nothing, Nandini, very simple, very good question actually. So software generally, if it is inbuilt and all, the software size will be increased. Okay, the software size will be increased. Separate these things so that we, and what they did is like, if it is inbuilt, they cannot update it, the SSMS and all, they cannot add new features. SSMS is also one tool, right? So they cannot concentrate, they cannot introduce more features on SSMS. So what they did is they separated the SSMS. So they improved the SSMS interface and they added some extra features and all. The look and all is different. So SSMS will have different version and SQL Server will have different version. Before 2017 or before 2016, there is no SSMS kind of version. Whatever SQL Server we are using, same version of SSMS will use. But from 2017, 2016, SSMS is separated, right? So SSMS is also having a different version, so that they can install new features and all. They can update SSMS app separately. So it's very easy to download, to install the things and all. Okay, that's why they separated the
Okay.
SSMS.
Okay.
So
It's clear.
SSMS is downloaded, guys. You can see here. What you can do, you can click on show in folder, so you can see that file in the downloads. So just copy that file from the downloads. Okay, though this is the file. Where is that? Right click on the SSMS setup, and what you can do, you can simply copy this file, right click copy, and go to the server, right click paste it. So installation of SSMS is very easy, guys. Just you will open SSMS setup file, click install button, nothing is there. Okay, no need to choose any option. There is only one option called install button. Just click on install button. Sometimes you can see restart button, I know. 1 minute, 1 minute, guys, just 1 minute. Right, okay. So SSMS, right? What we are discussing, guys?
To install SSMS.
Sorry.
To install SSMS.
SSMS, yes. SSMS installation, right? Yeah. So once you copied that file, you can see when you open SSMS setup file, you can see one option called install button. Click on the install button, automatically SSMS will be installed. Sometimes you can see in the place of install, it will show you restart button. I'll tell you in what case you can see restart button. Very simple. Before and after SQL Server installation, not SSMS. Before and after SQL Server installation, you have to restart the Windows machine. Before installing SQL Server, two main things you have to remember, very careful, guys. Before installing, you have to restart the Windows machine, and always open setup file with run as administrator mode. Otherwise, you will face some different issues, different errors and all. Sometimes if you are facing errors while installing SQL servers or while opening setup file, try open the setup file with run as admin mode. I hope you know how to open the application with run as admin mode. Right click on the application setup file, choose run as admin mode. One option will be there, choose run as admin mode. So that you have to make sure after SQL Server installation also you have to restart the Windows machine. So once you restarted the Windows machine, then you are able to install other components. So what people will do, you people will practice all at a time, right? So after SQL Server installation, immediately without restarting the Windows machine, you will start installing SSMS. In that case, you don't see install button, you will see restart button. If you see restart button, then you can simply restart the SQL Server, sorry, not SQL Server, Windows machine, complete Windows machine. Okay, so let it be. Now once this is completed, what we'll do, I'm going to show you one important thing, guys, how to sign out from the server, when to disconnect from the server, difference between sign out, disconnect, shutdown. Okay, so we'll discuss these things once SSMS installation is completed. So during the installation we'll have time, right? So during the time we'll discuss about the sign out and what is that, disconnect from the servers and all we'll discuss. That is very important. Why? Because you know how to enter into the server. If you don't know how to come out from the server, that is also a problem. Some people, what they will do, okay, my work is completed, chalo, I'll stop the server, like that they will do. I know a lot of students lost their jobs because of that small mistakes. Other trainers, what they will feel like, okay, these people know everything, so no need to discuss. So like that they will think, okay. But it's very important. Those are very important things that you cannot miss it. People will think like Once the work is completed, they will think like, okay, work is completed, right? Chalo, I'll shut down the server. You cannot shut down the server. You can never shut down the server. Okay, so that's why you have to know these things, when to shut down. Generally, we don't shut down. When to log off, when to disconnect the servers and all will be discussed. Okay, first let me install SSMS. So this is your SSMS tool, right? Right click, run as administrator, and select yes option. You will get yes and choose yes option, and you can see one window. From there you can install SSMS. Just a minute, it is taking time to open. Right. Right, okay. So you can see install button. So sometimes instead of install button here, you can see restart button. Very simple. What is the solution, guys? If you see restart button here, what is the solution if you see restart button here?
Restart the
Restarting the server.
Very good. Restart. Just click on that restart button. Automatically server will be restarted. And then next time you can open SSMS setup file. Sometimes you can see repair here. Repair option. Can anyone tell me in what case it will show you repair option here? Any idea?
The software has already tried to install and it has inside.
Super. Who is that? Who is that? Who is
Yugandhar.
Yugandhar, very good, very nice. Okay, some people what people will do generally, you will click install, right? SSMS will be installed. To open SSMS again, they will click on the same SSMS setup file. This is setup file. This is not SSMS tool. This is setup file to install SSMS. So after installation, you cannot again double click on this to open SSMS. Okay, so that's why once you installed SSMS successfully, again if you clicked on this SSMS setup file, so instead of install, you can see repair option. Again people will come back to me, sir, I can see repair option, I don't see install option, like that. Okay, so if you see repair option means already SSMS is installed. Okay, no need to install again. Just click on install button, guys. Okay, so let it be. It will take time. 5 to 10 minutes it will take. That's it. This is how generally it will take, generally 10 minutes, mostly 10 minutes, depends upon the server size and all. Okay, so in the meantime what we will do, okay, so we'll discuss about an important topic, guys. So the difference between right, so the difference between sign out and disconnect from the servers, guys. Sign out, when to sign out, when to disconnect, when to restart. Okay, restart. Right, so what is the difference between sign out and disconnect from the servers, guys? Disconnect and restart the servers. Right, so sign out, when to sign out from the server, when to disconnect from, these are the two important terminologies. Restart, you know, right? So generally once your work is completed, you have to immediately click on this Windows button and you have to select your username. Here you can see your username. So once you go to the organization, they will create an account for you in the organization. You will use that account while logging into the server. So this is the user option. If you click here, you can see your name. If Yugandhar selected for any company, for Yugandhar, they will create a separate account. So Yugandhar can see Yugandhar name here. Okay, so in the same way, if anyone got the job and if you are into the company, they will create a separate account for you. Why? Because you cannot use administrator. What is the problem if you use administrator? We cannot check who is doing what kind of things and all. Everyone is logging with administrator. If someone deleted the database, it will show you administrator deleted the database. But if all 10 people are using same administrator account, which user deleted that particular database? It's very difficult, right? So for auditing purpose, for accountability, every person will have their own usernames and passwords in the organization. You cannot share your username and password in the organization. It's very important. If you share your username and password, if you did something wrong in the auditing, it will show your name, so that you will be in the trouble. Even though if you tell no, I didn't do this, some other person did this one, then immediately they will ask you first question, why you shared your credentials. That is also violation. Okay, so this is very important, guys. So now once your work is completed, you have to select your username. Okay, and there is an option called sign out. Okay, there is an option called sign out. So you have to click on sign out button. So when you click on sign out button, what will happen? Listen carefully. Why it is taking time? Just click here Windows button. Okay, just click on this administrator. It will show you sign out, right, guys? Okay. Yeah, sign out, lock, change account settings. Okay, if you click on sign out, see outside you are coming, the arrow which is showing outside. So once your work is completed, the word completed, very important. When your work is completed, you have to come out from the server. For that, what option will use, guys? Sign out option for the latest versions. Earlier we will use log off option. Log off. Earlier in older versions, in older Windows machines, we'll use log off option. Okay, right. When your work is completed. See, now I am installing SSMS, guys. Now if I sign out, what will happen? Can anyone tell me? If I sign out now, what will happen now? Very simple. When you sign out, whatever work you are doing will be cancelled. Okay, whatever work you are doing currently, that will be cancelled. Your installation will be cancelled, guys. Everything, whatever you are doing on the screen currently, if you are running some queries, if you are taking backups, if you are copying files, and you are installing something, so if you sign out, every task will be closed and you will come out from the server. Right now, this is the scenario. Now you are in the shift 9 o'clock to 6 p.m. At 5:45, someone asked you, hey, can you please install SSMS? Or someone asked you to, can you please copy this backup? Or can you please take this backup from the so and so server on so and so database? He asked you to take a backup, guys. Now you at 5:45, in 15 minutes you are going to log off. At 5:45, he pinged you, user pinged you, and he is asking you to take a full backup. So now you connected to the server. You just checked the database. You see the database size is 2 terabytes. To take the database backup of 2 terabytes, anywhere it will take 1 hour to 1.5 hours. To take the backup of 2 terabytes database, anywhere it will take between 1 hour to 1.5 hours. So, but your shift is going to be completed in 15 more minutes, right? Who will wait till 1.5 hours? So in that case, what you have to do, you have to simply close this one. This is called disconnect. Disconnect. Okay, if you click OK, now whatever work you are doing, that won't be disturbed. If things are there, if pending things are there, if something running on the server, always disconnect from the server. If your work is completed, nothing is there to check, nothing is running on behalf of your name or your account name, then what you have to select, guys? If nothing is there, if every work is completed, yes,
Sign out.
you have to choose sign out. If things are running, like you are copying some files, you are taking backups, you are installing something which is currently in progress. In that case, what you have to choose?
Disconnect.
Disconnect.
Okay, you can directly disconnect so that the things won't be disturbed. So everything will be running in the back end. Okay, if you disconnect from the server, the things will run in the back end. If you sign out from the server, all the back end things will be closed suddenly. So you should know the difference between sign out. Sometimes you will get this kind of situation where you have to initiate something and you have to sign out. Why? Because your cab is ready at 6 o'clock. Cab people don't wait till 7:30. Okay, you have to sign out, you have to come back. Okay, so in that case, if pending things are there on your screen, simply disconnect. Directly you can click on, see, still installation is running. Directly you can click on this close button so that it will ask you to disconnect. Okay, you can click OK. But if there is nothing pending, no pending things are there, everything is completed, then you have to sign out from the server. Okay guys, difference between sign out and disconnect, is it clear everyone? Any questions here?
If you do a disconnect, is your username still active?
Yes, yes, very good question actually. Okay, yes, sometimes if you keep disconnecting, sir, who will remember all these things? I'll always disconnect from the servers, which is bad option. Okay, which is not recommended. Why? Because if your account is active on multiple servers, your account will be locked, guys. Okay, you have to remember this one. If you are keep on disconnecting from the servers, okay, you just disconnected from 192.168.0.10. So if you are keep on disconnecting, please be muted guys, I'm getting disturbance. If you keep on disconnecting from the servers, on one server your account will be locked, so and so Yugandhar account is locked. So if once your account is locked, you cannot do anything, you cannot log into the servers also. Again you have to check with the Windows team. Windows team has to unlock your account. Sometimes Windows team will do that, unlocking user accounts. Sometimes there is a separate portal will be there, website will be there, company website will be there. In that company website you have to log in with your credentials and you have to unlock by yourself. Okay, so disconnect is not good option, it is going to lock your account sometimes, not regularly. So if you keep on disconnecting from the servers, your account will be locked. That you have to make sure that if your work is there, then disconnect. No work is there, then sign out. Okay, fine, clear? Any questions?
Not sure.
Okay. Okay, it's almost completed guys, just a minute.
Shenmukh, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
If RDP and we're connecting directly to the server, how can we disconnect from the server
If you
without RDP?
see, generally you will connect to the servers remotely only in the organization, right?
Yeah.
Right, you don't use direct connection, right? Direct connection is only in your laptop. So directly if you connected means you can see a shutdown button, you can shut down and you can come
Okay.
back. Okay, you can,
Okay.
as it is your practice machine, not in the organization. As it is your practice machine, you can shut down and you can come back. Okay, yeah, in the organization we don't connect to the servers directly, that won't be in our control. We'll always connect to the servers remotely. Okay, or we will have some tools called Citrix apps, kind of stuff will be there. Citrix apps is a tool. So for extra security, first what we will do, we will connect to the jump servers. There is an extra terminology called jump server. First you will go to office server or VDI platforms. Okay, there are different platforms will be there to connect to the servers. Okay, jump servers, VDI platforms, virtual VDI platforms. Okay, and Citrix apps. These are the different platforms, guys. So these are the different tools. First we'll connect to Citrix apps or CyberArk. I hope some of you are already using CyberArk. These are different apps. First we'll log into this app. From there you can connect to the server remotely, RDP. From CyberArk you can do RDP. From Citrix apps you can do RDP. From VDI you can connect to the servers using RDP. So these are all called jump servers, jump hosts or jump servers. Okay, jump servers, guys. Means for extra security, you cannot directly do RDP from your laptop. First you have to connect to any of these applications. From there you can connect to the servers using RDP. That's it. Okay, so if you are connected directly in your practice laptop, how can you come back, guys? You can simply shut down. So that will be completed. Okay, that will be closed. Right. So see here, I just installed the SSMS. So now it is showing restart button. Click on restart. So the machine will be restarted now. And in what scenario will restart the Windows machine, guys? If you install anything which is asking you to restart. Okay. If you are patching the SQL servers, if you are upgrading the SQL servers. Okay. In these scenarios generally, or if something is not working as expected and server is not responding to connect, as a final option, if server is not allowing you to connect or not responding, or complete resource utilization like memory, CPU and all, everything is full, so in that case, as a last option, last troubleshooting step, will restart the servers. In these cases generally will restart the servers. Okay, again let me click connect. So let me check here what is the status, whether it is running on. Yeah, you can see here it is running currently. It is going to be online, which will take 2 more minutes. Okay, so just now restarted, right? So it is taking time. Okay, server is back. So now let me connect to the server remotely and then click connect. Let me add the password. Right, now I installed SSMS, right? So now I want to open SSMS. How can I open SSMS? How can I open SSMS, guys?
In search bar,
Run as administrator.
the left side SSMS.
Okay, so generally earlier versions, generally like SQL Server 2005, 8, 8 R2, 12, 14 and 16 also, if you want to open SSMS, you have to simply open run Windows plus R. Okay, just in the run you have to type SSMS. Okay, SQL Server Management Studio. When for older versions, if you type run SSMS, it will give you the error. For latest versions, for newer versions, SSMS shortcut don't work. Then how can we open? So what we have to do, hit the Windows button, this Windows button. When you install SSMS, just type SS. Okay, just type SS. When you open Windows button, when you type SS, it is taking time, just give me a minute. Okay, so when you type SS or SSMS, automatically you can see the tool on top of your Windows bar, guys. Okay, it is loading, just a minute. Generally it will show you. Right, so generally it will create a shortcut on your start menu. You can see SQL Server Management Studio, but you can still get it by typing SSMS. Okay, so sometimes it will come, sometimes it won't come. Yeah, see here, right? If you type SS also, you will get it. Okay, so type SSMS. Okay, so now you can see, right, SQL Server Management Studio. So just click on this one. So in this way you can open Management Studio, guys. Okay, just click on this and type SSMS, you can get it. Okay, otherwise you can click on Windows button, see SQL Server Management Studio. This is also an option. If you are not able to see here, click on this Microsoft Server Tools, SQL Server Tools, expand this. There also you can see Management Studio. Okay, so this is the option. Either of the way, which one is comfortable to you, you can open, guys, no issues. So like this also you can open. So now I'll just show you how to open SSMS. So we don't discuss anything about SSMS now. So already it's 8:30, right? Close to 8:30. So in next session, like tomorrow session, so we'll discuss about SSMS. What is SSMS? How to connect to the SQL servers? Okay, what name we will give while connecting to the SQL servers? How to close the SSMS? Okay, what kind of precautions you have to take while closing SSMS? Any impact is there if you close SSMS? What and all shortcuts are there? How to run the query? Where to type the query? Where to see the output? Everything will be discussed. Okay, tomorrow complete session will be on SSMS, guys. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, we are good to close the session. Any questions?
No, sir. No.
Okay, done. Okay, and that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. IST will connect. Okay, thank you all. Good night, good day.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.